We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, Lawrence. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They work now on 2nd and 9. Another tote for ETN. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Lawrence now off the bootleg. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. That one taken in by T. Higgins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In motion left goes Sutton. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding Williams on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's second and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Lawrence going to throw again. He targets Ingram for another grab. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Lawrence will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. On third down, here's Etienne. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Warrior 70. Hey, smash Broncos. Hurry, hurry. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Straight ahead, Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Etienne up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 82 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And some strong running, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. But to throw again is Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's bring it. Must 56. Must 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. In motion left goes a tight end.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Wolf on now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Broncos 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Etienne. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, Etienne once more. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Jags, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Denver, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.